Bitcoin saw this massive breakdown, but right now is not going to be the time to be getting fooled. I believe that this is going to be a massive trap for Bitcoin, and in this video I am going to be explaining exactly why. So can we once again push up the likes back above the 100 likes? That will be absolutely amazing, and as always, let's have a look into what's the short term. And yes, in yesterday's video I've been exactly talking about the fact that in the short term for Bitcoin, well, the price action is actually looking rather more bearish. And yes, indeed, we did get this breakdown. Now, honestly, I did not expect that we were gonna see this severe of a correction back towards the downside. But yes, yesterday I was indeed talking about the fact that the Bitcoin price action in that short term was looking more kind of bearish. So yeah, we saw this breakdown, saw some continuation back towards the downside. Definitely not looking very good for Bitcoin, because that just confirmed another rejection from this level of resistance. And also, we might just be starting off with creating this double top pattern for Bitcoin. And if we were to be breaking this base level over here, this very important level of support, well, in that case, we are going to be breaking our double top structure towards the downside. And that is definitely not looking good at all for Bitcoin. In the case of a breakdown, we can be having a look in towards a price target all the way down towards about $63,000. So yeah, that could be quite horrible for Bitcoin. But I have been saying do not get fooled by this Bitcoin dump, and that is because Bitcoin is actually still holding quite important levels of support. It is still holding this ascending trend line support, and also at the same time this most important level of support. And this level of support is also of course coming from that double top pattern. Now at the same time as well, Bitcoin is still trading inside of this uptrend, still holding our most important levels of support for Bitcoin, and still holding this uptrending support of the crypto C indicator. So yeah, I would definitely still consider this to be quite bullish. Now, in the case of a breakdown, well, at that moment, it will definitely look very bad for Bitcoin. And at that moment, we can definitely have a look into what's next levels of support coming in at the 64.4K level. But yeah, that is not happening right now. And I definitely do expect that we are going to be seeing some kind of a bounce. And I do not think that you should be getting fooled by this Bitcoin dump at the moment. Also, yeah, I would still rather be quite bullish over here, because Bitcoin is still forming this inverse head and shoulders pattern. I do still believe that we are forming our right shoulder, and it is definitely still valid. As long as we're going to be holding this level of support, I definitely do still think that this inverse head and shoulders pattern is definitely still valid. Now, the Bitcoin funding rates have been dropping off extremely low, which is definitely once again an extremely good and bullish signal we are getting in the market. And having a look into what's the Bitcoin liquidity, well, that majority of that Bitcoin liquidity is right now still sitting at the top side. We actually try to be grabbing it right over here, but we fail to do so. And still, that majority of the liquidity is sitting at the top side, approximately $12 billion in between of 72.2K and also the 73K level. That is still looking bullish if you ask me. Now, what is very funny, and we have been talking about this fact already like a month ago or so, that these ETF buyers and sellers are actually like the dumb money, and they are not smart at all, because what we can be seeing is that once again the highest inflow was at the Bitcoin top, and right now these ETF buyers and sellers are once again selling off their Bitcoins. Also, like 1 or 2 months ago, the same exact thing has been happening at this exact Bitcoin top. Well, these ETF buyers and sellers were actually buying the top like crazy, and during this dip over here, well, they were selling the dip like crazy. And right now, well, these ETFs are actually selling off their Bitcoin, while just a few days ago, they were buying the top like crazy. So also this, for me, is definitely looking quite good for the short term. The dump money is right now selling during this dip. Now anyways, Bitcoin has been ranging inside of this consolidation range for such a long time already, and I just want to be sharing this another perspective from somebody else, because Crypto Nova is saying it could be in a day, it could be in a week, it could be in a month, but at some point, this range is going to be breaking towards the upside. And when that happens, it will catch almost all of us off guard. Basically saying what I have been saying for the past couple of weeks, but basically, eventually we are going to be seeing this breakout towards the upside. Like, maybe it can be taking a few more weeks until we eventually are going to be seeing this breakout, but whenever we are going to be seeing this breakout, it is going to be insane. Also, this is going to be a friendly reminder that this consolidation below Bitcoin resistance is actually bullish. We are just consolidating below this most important level of resistance, which is definitely looking quite bullish. So yeah, for me, there's really not going to be any reason to be bearish over here on Bitcoin unless we are going to be falling down below this level of support. Well, then of course, I'm going to be having a look into this next level of support for Bitcoin. But anyways, guys, if you are going to be getting interested in trading yourself as well, make sure to check out that link down below, because over on CoinW, you can right now be claiming a free $5 on your initial sign up. On top of that, whenever you open your first futures trade, you can be claiming another $100, and also you can be claiming this $30,000 deposit bonus. Now, do keep in mind that these bonuses are only going to be available if you do use that link down below. Now, the best thing is over on CoinW, there's no KYC required, so everyone all around the world is going to be eligible to be trading over on CoinW and claiming these bonuses. But anyways, yes, for that longer term, well, right now, in my opinion, is not going to be the time to be getting shaken out. I just think that this is going to be like a smaller consolidation before eventually we are going to be seeing a massive breakout, and then we are going to be going absolutely parabolic. I still do think that Bitcoin is about to go absolutely parabolic. I'm saying it literally every single day, but it is just so important to not get shaken out during this consolidation. Okay, do not get fooled right over here. At least that is what I am thinking. It is no financial advice, of course. Anyways, with that being said, make sure to be following me over on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.